What is up, everyone? Socrates 101 here, and today we are going to be doing something a lot different. As you will see in a couple seconds, my showdown name now is actually C Coach Socrates, and I actually want to do a small series, maybe just one. I don't know how well it goes. But the thing I want to do is I'm actually going to make a series out of this. I'm very sure right now. If you don't know, all the Pokemon are ranked by viability, and you can find that on the Smogon website. And this is updated actually quite frequently. And as you can see, right now, the S rank, which is the best rank, are Mega Aerodactyl, Salamence, and Suicune. No surprises right there, because Suicune can kill entire teams. Salamence, once it gets the Moxie going, it can destroy worlds. And Mega Aerodactyl, overall, a very powerful Mon, especially when it gets up a Hone Claws, but it can also fulfill other roles. So basically reserved for Pokemon that are almost flawless in Energy's metagame. I'm not going to read the rest, it's very obvious. And so my thought was, well, I feel most comfortable currently in the UU metagame, and maybe I should try something different. Should try use different mons, and should try to put a team together, maybe a stable team. I have no idea. I haven't even tried the team out. I have built it, but I haven't tried it out. So what this is going to be about, as you can probably tell from the title from this video, is I'm not going to use the S rank Pokemon. I'm not going to be using the A rank Pokemon, and I'm not going to be using the B rank Pokemon. I'm not very sure whether I don't want to use the B Pokemon right here, because there are a lot of my favorites are in here. And but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use Pokemon. All 6 of my Pokemon on the team have to be either C rank or lower. But as you will see from my team in just a matter of seconds, or maybe minutes, I have no idea how long this is going to take, but the D rank reserved for Pokemon that are still in the underused tier, but are simply put ineffective in this metagame. Examples, well, there are only 3 in the D tier, so Milotic, Scrafty, and Trevenant. I do think the Trevenant is alright, but with the knockoff spam, might not be great. But the thing is, however, is that I'm only going to be using Pokemon out of this C rank and out of this D rank. So let's get into this tier list. I mean, I'm just gonna scroll through it very slowly. As you can see, Aerodactyl, Megadino, Mega Camrep, Decleaser, Cofagrigus, Ditto, Durant, Emboar, Espeon, Exploud, Ferroseed, Flygon, Gastrodon, Golbat, Gourgeist, Mega Houndoom. I was very surprised to find Mega Houndoom down here, so I'm obviously using that. Jolteon, Kabutops, Medicham, Mesprit, Mismagius, Amistar. Amistar is actually very, well, not the most reliable hazard setter, but it gets both, and it gets the speed boost ability as soon as it gets hit with a physical attack. And it can actually deal a punch because it has Scald and it can do a bit. So I was actually very surprised to see mainly Mega Houndoom and Omastar right here. I do think Jolteon is in here because it gets currently outclassed by Heliolisk due to dry skin. And one of my favorites actually down here as well, which is Tangrowth. I have no idea why Tangrowth is here. I've used it, and I've used it very successfully with an Assault Vest set. So obviously, as I said, Tangrowth is one of my favorites, and so it's obviously going to be on the team. This is going to be the team. I started off with a defensive core. I made a mixed defensive Gastrodon with the Storm Drain. They actually recommend me using the physical set, but I don't do that stuff. It was really tough. For some reason I put Miracle on this. For some reason I felt that was could be very useful. Maybe I should put a Rindo Berry on this with a Miracle just to counter the Heliolisks, so that would be pretty nice. However, next up, the rest of the set is very obvious. I mean, it's Scald because burdens and stuff, the Toxic because Toxic, and Recover for getting back my HP. I don't really need to talk about a lot about this particular Pokemon in general. This used to be an OU Pokemon last generation, so it dropped all the way down to, what is it, RU? It is RU. Next up we have Golbat. Golbat was actually in the list as well. I always thought it was really surprising. I needed a especially defensive Pokemon, and Golbat is actually a very reliable Pokemon. And you might be looking at it as, well, you don't have Defog, but you're gonna see in a second why I don't have Defog. Next up, we've got the Tangrowth with the Giga Drain to knock off the Hidden Part Ice and the Earthquake. I figure usually I would run Leaf Storm, but I figure I want Tangrowth in for probably longer amount of turns on this team because it's not as great. Next up, Houndoom. Houndoom is actually going to be one of my only offensive Pokemon. Basically, there's four bulky guys on his team, and then there's a Houndoom and a Durant to kill some things, hopefully. But I do have the Houndoom. I didn't think it was necessary to put Nasty Claw on it. I went with the priority Sucker Punch, just sometimes outspeed certain things or just get the last hit off. Even though Houndoom is probably one of the fastest things in the tier, but I figured, well, you can maybe a Scarfer with some damage. You can just kill it with a Sucker Punch. It gets stopped, so it's alright. It's not bad. Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, and Empire Grass. Nothing too surprising right here, I think. So let's go to the next one. Next one is Durant, which is the Hustle Life Orb set. This is my favorite set. It's really effective in RU, in my opinion. It really puts a lot of holes in teams. I mean, with the Hustle boost and a Home Claws boost, you're still going to be hitting all your attacks, and you have like a +2. Basically, so with Hustle, this thing is basically bandage, and with Home Claws, it's a +2 stab hits. I don't have Buck Bite on this thing. I felt this was better coverage, so I built this team a couple of days ago, so I had my reasonings back then, but we're gonna see it. And in comes Kabutops. Kabutops is the bulky set. It's the last member on my team. He has the Stealth Rock, he's got the Rapid Spin, the Stone Edge, and the Aqua Jet, because I felt like Sucker Punch and Houndoom would not be enough to kill all the things. So I went with Aqua Jet and Kabutops. So with that being said, this is a team. I have a ranking of 1,000 right now because I just made this account, and we're gonna see how things are gonna work out, because I am quite surprised. Quite curious. How does this gonna play out? So our first battle is going to be against Vat de Fer Maître. I forgot what Maître means. I don't even care. His lead is more than likely going to be the Cobalion, because it's the only thing that gets up hazards. As of course, I do go on the worst possible lead, but I do have a Gastrodon for this. I am mixed, and after this he's probably just going to go out into Shaman, and then, well, Golbat is not going to like Psychics, but it is Eviolite, and it does have it is completely specially defensive. So sorry, I made a very weird noise while drinking my water. So I go into Gastrodon. He goes for Hidden Power Grass, actually. It's quite surprising, not gonna lie. So this guy probably feels very good about himself right now. He's gonna go for Hidden Power Grass again. That's alright. Who runs HP Grass on Rotom when you have a Shaman? You can tell that I'm not a very high ladder right now. But I can respect that. He's gonna Volt Switch. No, he's gonna Discharge actually, and he's gonna get the Paralyzation. That's mandatory. No, it's not. I can't say anything about it because he's kind of kicking my ass already with the this Golbat. I kind of need to get this thing. So many water ground. It's not mandatory, but whatever. So what I'm gonna do is just start a timer on this guy as a Life Orb Rotom Heat. Oh boy, this is gonna be harder than I expected. He's gonna go Discharge again, and now he's gonna go for the Fire move again. So what I can do is actually go into Houndoom. Yeah, I said he was gonna go for that, but I obviously meant the the hidden power grass. I said fire move, but well, maybe this would have been nice to be in a. I can't believe he went over prediction the first turn. Life Orb Rotom Heat, ladies and gentlemen. Lol. I really want to play this game. Like, can you just shout for a second? In comes Milotic, and Milotic is not gonna be great, but I don't think Milotic can do a terrible amount to my Gastrodon. And then I can get off a recover. If he goes to Shaman, well, basically I kind of have to go into Tangrowth or just sack my Golbat, because Golbat is alright, but he still has got the Alakazam, so I don't think Golbat is going to do a whole lot. Even though Tangrowth should be able to take on Alakazam, right? We're gonna see if this is gonna work out. So Cobalion might set up a... Oh, Stealth Rock's here actually, so that's not bad. That's not half bad. What I can do now is just go for Scald. I mean, he could go into Shaman. He probably doesn't want to close combat right now. I don't see any reason for him to close combat. Maybe he's a especially offensive one, but I don't see a point in that. In comes Crobat. That's alright. So I do get the burn. I do get very fortunate right there. Okay, as he forfeits, like, I don't know why you would forfeit right. I don't know why you would forfeit right there, but that's let's just call that a win after a very rocky start with the hidden power Rotom Heat. Okay, you can definitely see we are low ladder. I don't know how to play low ladder. I haven't been here in ages. Even though that sounds very cocky, it is very, very true. Yeah, this thing is gonna fuck me up, isn't it? Oh yeah, I have Tangrowth for Quagsire. I was about to say, how the fuck am I gonna kill that thing? But he's gonna lead with Darmanitan. There's like, that means I should lead with Houndoom. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad lead. I mean, I can just freely go for Dark Pulse right here. If he wants to go into the Slurpuff, which is the only resist he really has, I can just go for Fire Blast to follow it up. And I do have Hidden Power Grass to... Because I do think that Dark Pulse plus HP Grass should be enough to kill Quagsire. I've legitimately no idea. So even that does like have... in comes the Slurpuff. I'm not really sure why you would switch that in on this. Okay. So that's why you run Sucker Punch, ladies and gentlemen. So this is why I wouldn't run Sucker Punch. So my guy Houndoom putting in a major shift against this guy. I mean, that was just too greedy. Can't believe he got mad over that as well. Wait, data. Houndoom. Regular Houndoom does not outspeed this. Really doesn't. That's what a shame. I don't have anything to lead against the Galvantula. This team is pretty terrible. What does this have to deal with Shedinja? Gourgeist? Robotnik, if you're watching this, I'm not gonna use Gourgeist. He's probably very disappointed I'm not using Gourgeist. I can imagine. I could actually build a Trick Room team out of this with the Mega Camera up to Nicopagrigas. Exploud maybe. No, that wouldn't actually be too shabby. Oh, casually checking Twitter right there. Did I just start it? No, I didn't start the timer. I don't have anything for this, so let's pray he doesn't have energy ball. Okay, there we go. No idea what this has to mean, but I'm just gonna fire off a Scald. Hope it's not Curse Logs, because Curse Logs is going to do a shit ton to my team. I really have to get off the Home Claws with this then. Okay, it's Body Slam. Oh my god, he gets the para the first turn. I'm just gonna go recover right now. What the thing I could do. Okay, he's gonna go into Rose Raid. That's fine. Yeah, Golbat is like the safest switch in ever to this, and then I don't have U-turn on Golbat, which is very unfortunate. I can't use it as a Crobat. I did put Taunt on it because I really. So we can go for Taunt right here on the Fortress, as he probably wants to set up hazards. So now we can go for this, and now he's gonna go Volt Switch. So that's great. I do have my Fortress check apparently, so that's why I'm running Rapid Spin Kabutops, because I wanted Taunt on something, and I figured, well, Golbat's probably very efficient in doing that because it has alright speed. It's not great, but it's alright. And this isn't great either. So I'm afraid I have to apologize. No, wait. If I let this die, then Rose Raid steamrolls my team. So what I should do is Father Gastrodon. If this is not to a KO, you get the confusion. I'm just gonna click Miracle. Oh, great. I hope you hit yourself, because then I don't reveal the that thing. So he's gonna go into Rose Raid right now. I'm gonna go for Miracle. That's pretty pathetic. And now I just get a free switch into Golbat again. You can switch in anything you like. You could well pull a double into Pidgeot. I really don't have an awful lot of options right here, do I? So in comes Gastrodon. The thing I should do right now is just recover, I think. Bug Buzz is not gonna 2-hit KO me. If I get paralyzed right now, it will actually. This guy's getting literally all the hacks he can get. It's maybe a bit frustrating, but I'm just gonna switch in Golbat right now because he's gonna go for the Bug Buzz again. It's gonna tickle my nutsack. Yeah, I am male, so that could well be a thing. And I'm just gonna go back into Gastrodon again because I didn't want to Spadef drop interfering with things. So I'm just gonna fire off a Scald because he's not gonna stay in. And fire off a Scald and get the Snorlax, and I do get the burn, so that's very fortunate for me. What I could do is go into Kabutops and set up my own rocks, but he still has got the Fortress, so I'm not too happy with that. What I could do is actually go out into Durant, but he still has this thing, even though I do have my Gastrodon. So in comes Rose Raid. Okay, that's it's not great. So I do have a safe switch into the Golbat right now. So this is it's not half bad actually. You're just gonna go for the Brave Bird. I'm just gonna taunt again. I mean, I have no reason not to do that. It's very unfortunate that he does get off the Volt Switch because the taunt was very obvious. We kinda had to, and what we can do right now is just go for another Super Fang. That's great. He crits me, so I don't have any switch-ins to the Rose Raid anymore. Question is, however, do I really care? Do I still outspeed you? Yes, I do still outspeed you. So I should be able to kill you with a Iron Head. But then Arcanine can switch in. Arcanine is gonna be a problem. What you can do is just go into Kabutops and get off the Rapid Spin. I mean, Kabutops could be a nice check to Arcanine, but he probably does have the Will-O-Wisp, so that's not great either. I'm just gonna go for the Rapid Spin. That's great. He's gonna go self-destruct. That doesn't do anything. That was really pathetic. So it's 5-5 now. I really want to thank him for that. He probably just wanted to kill my Whoa! You don't even have. Are you offensive? I'm just gonna go into Gastrodon because Gastrodon kinda checks this. That's alright. Why did you go Crunch? That's probably the weirdest thing I've seen all day. What I can do is just I could double out into the Houndoom, I guess. Why is this happening? So I'm just gonna go for Recover. Okay, there we go. That's a thing. I'm just gonna go into the defense of Kabutops. Just show your worth right now, Kabutops. I know you can do it. That's at 22%. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm just gonna click Stone Edge and see what it's gonna do against something. Okay, it's gonna do nothing. I'm a bit stunned. I'm not sure whether to go into Houndoom because this thing might pack a lot of stuff. Like, he's probably just does have the Flare Blitz, but he might have Will-O-Wisp, Morning Sun, Close Combat, Extreme Speed. Let's bank on E-Speed actually, but I have no idea. So the thing I could well do now is just go into Gastrodon and just go for Scalds. So best option I have here is doubling out into Houndoom, as he's going to switch out into something else. Let's go. So that's a nice prediction on my part. Finally have something to go off. This team is it's not great. So he does go out into Houndoom, which is Arcanine, which isn't bad because I definitely outspeed you now, and I can kill you with a Dark Pulse. You can go for an Extreme Speed if you want to, but it's not gonna really help. Unfortunately, I don't have Gastrodon at where I can switch it into one of these. But what I could do is just fire off a Fire Blast, because this shouldn't be an Oko. Oh my god, don't hit yourself, don't hit yourself, don't hit yourself. Let's fucking go. And, okay, I'd really like you to not hit yourself again. Okay, there we go, Sucker Punch Houndoom coming fucking through. This guy has won me already a very solid game. So this thing definitely has got the, but if I lose this, I don't have anything to kill the Roserite with. So, but if I switch this out, he can stick you up, and then I'm going to be slower guaranteed. So I'm kind of stuck here. I have to bank on the flinch, which I end up getting. That's very unfortunate for this guy, but let's be honest, he had quite some hacks at the beginning of this game, so now it's my turn to start hacking him a little bit back. So see Coach Socrates, the first episode is going to end with a lot of love from our opponent. It was very weird. So I'm actually, the thing is, I just want to see where we can end with a team like this. I mean, it's not good, it's not great, it's just pretty terrible, to be honest. And yeah, but what we've seen so far is I'm actually not too dissatisfied with the team. I mean, Gastrodon put in a lot of work, Golbat put in a lot of work. The things that didn't do anything is like Durant, I don't think I even used it once. I was considering about using it once, and that's the only thing I did. Kabutops actually takes hits surprisingly well. I mean, maybe I don't even need the speed investment, but it's probably nice for something. I do think this at speed base 100s and invest it. I don't know anything about speed tiers. Well, Duran is the only one that didn't do anything. Houndoom is Sucker Punch Houndoom. I'm very happy that I put Sucker Punch on Houndoom instead of Nasty Plot, because that actually saved me a couple of games. Fortunately, I didn't hit myself with the confusion. That was pretty fortunate. And Tangrowth, I just know it can be good, but we haven't faced the right mons yet, which is quite ironic. But as soon as we get higher up the tier, we're going to see a lot more bulky waters, and then Tangrowth will shine. So that's alright, I guess. So Tangrowth is going to put in work. You'll see. I have faith in you, Tangrowth. Faith. So Durant might be the only one I need to replace with something. I've no idea with who yet. Maybe I'll figure something out before the next episode, but currently he's not doing anything. Maybe I'll just keep him on because it's so effective in RU, and I'm really happy with this guy. I mean, its aesthetics are pretty lazy. It's a cool looking guy. I mean, it's a metal but it's a bit lazy, my opinion. But it's very powerful. So we'll see. As we continue, maybe I should put Stone Edge on it. Well, it's still not going to be doing anything against Mega Pidgeot because look at its special defense. It's non-existent. Its defenses are actually its defense is actually really high. Its HP is a bit pathetic, but I mean that defense though. Speed is alright, so it can set up against physical things, but like get hit by one special attack and you're dead. So maybe that's probably why it's this low on the tier list, because it's pretty strong. Which you haven't seen. quite annoys me. I was thinking about putting Omastar in this team, but I figured, wait, then I have 3 Pokemons, Quad Weak, the grass. Not the best of ideas. Even though I do have I didn't mind having 2 Quad Weak Pokemon to grass, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 resists actually. 2 of which should quad resist it, so I don't really mind that at all. There's just one. Yeah, I just kind of need to replace this thing. But this has been enough blabbering for this. I really hope you enjoyed the C Team Coach, whatever series. I haven't decided on a name yet, but you'll see in the title as soon as this video goes up. So hope you enjoyed the series. Leave a comment if you want me to do this. Keep doing this. Keep uploading these kind of videos where I just enter the UU tier with shitty teams. Greatest Houndoom though. So that was it. That was it for today, and I will see you guys later. Peace.